just me being schizophrenic in this apartment. Quantum Dota, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. All right, there really are people out there. Let's wait for a bunch of people to get in here. Look, I loaded the Python notebook already. I installed Scala on my computer too. I was playing with some synthesis tools. My friend came over, she wanted help with the math homework. Yo, what up? Yaz Boss, thank you for hosting me. Yo, we are back, boys. We are back. I said, fuck it. I'm not streaming in 2020. And then, well, 2020 was this. And, you know, so we're back. And we're going to do science today. I think. We're going to try. We're going to try to do science. Who's excited for science? 85K, thank you. I'm loving all these subscriptions. I got to get my income back up. You know, guys, I'm broke. I lost a lot of money. I didn't buy into the panic. I should have bought into the panic, but you know what they say? Get in early, get rich. Get in late, got fucked, and I got fucked. So there's that. Nah, man, money's all stupid, but you know it's really stupid. How many trillions are they gonna print and hand out to people? Lots of trillions. Hand the trillions out to everybody. You get a trillion. You have to actually be a large corporation with lobbyists. I'm sorry, you don't get a trillion. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Boeing needs to keep their doors open, guys. We gotta save Boeing. You know. Oh, we gotta save Boeing, everything. Does that pull out all the stops, man? No, we don't. We need to open source all of Boeing and let everybody build the planes. What do you think? How about a Tesla Sentry mode for crappy cars? Wait, Redeem sent a message in sub-only mode? What's sub-only mode? Am I not a subscriber to my own channel? I don't know. Eric HTTP. I don't know what that is. If you want to send the link, we're not going to play any on here because it sounds a little, you know. All right, what do we got? No, a Tesla Sentry. What do you think we do in this channel? We do nothing. We shit talk while we click and type. Quantum Dota, you're asking in the wrong place. You are a subscriber, so I will dignify it with a response. Oh, we're in sub-only mode. Are we in sub-only mode? Okay, we don't have to be in sub-only mode. Welcome, everybody. Oh, that was giving us subs. Freedom. Oh, I didn't even know we were in sub-only mode. Hello. What's up? Yo, I don't know. Wait, I'm going to refresh this so I can actually get a viewer count. Do I play video games? Oh, whoa. Yeah. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. You know this is the only way us Twitch streamers are getting by in these tough times. Yeah. No. We're coding today. Don't worry. We're coding. No, we're going to download a database and then we're going to code. And we're going to start with some tea. You know, I was thinking about a Bud Light, but, you know, look, you guys, I'm still getting tea in quarantine. I got some pasta and some toilet paper around here. I don't know if it's as fucked for all you as it is for us, man. California's kind of fucked. But we're going to be drinking some tea. And we're going to be doing some analysis. Who's excited, right? Alright, we're doing bio today, you know, because I'm bio. And, should have I called it "We're gonna cure the coronavirus"? No. We're not doing data science. Don't worry. No, you don't have to stay at home, guys. Don't worry. They haven't deployed the army yet, you know. When there's a guy with an M16 in the street, that's when I'm gonna start to listen. Because I don't have an M16. Okay. So I discovered this cool website where you could download the genome of the coronavirus. We can zoom in a little bit too. Yeah, GenBank. Look at this. All right, so we can get all. Is this site of an API? Look at this. You see this? This here is the coronavirus. Only, oh, it has A's at the end of it. Ah, A's. All right. It's efficient code. That's what I'm saying, right? So I want to do a few bits of data science on the coronavirus. Damn. All right. We got corona. Now corona dot. All right. How do we do this? I only want the A's, T's, C's, and G's. We could do it with a filter. We could do it with a dot replace. Okay, fine. Corona equals corona. Corona's too long to type. We're just going to call it CC. All right, we don't know what I'm talking about. CC equals... this isn't exactly what I want either. For the AM. I just want to get rid of all these things. Sorry, I'm not. There's probably a faster way to do this. cc.replace as quote. Okay, good. So welcome to the coronavirus genome. This is from the original sample in Wuhan. We might be looking into... It's like a buffer overflow. Learn the basic terms. All right. So this is... well, so first off, how many base pairs is it? Let's just Google this number and see if I got that right. What happens when you Google this number? What is a zip code? Base pairs. Oh, yes. Look at this. Everything. The whole internet's about this stuff now. So I haven't taken a bio class in a long time, but we're going to see what we can remember. So first off, here's an interesting question, right? What's the colomograph complexity of coronavirus? How many bytes of information does it contain? Can I use XZ from Python? XZ is much, well, LZMA. Do I have LZMA? Whatever, we'll do this later. zlib.compress cc. No, bytes like object is required, not string. Oh, why do I use Python? Why don't I go back to Python 2? No attribute decode. Encode? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So how many, this is, remember, you can only upper bound column graph complexity. You can't lower bound column graph complexity. Go to SoloLearn or Codecad. Is BioPython a thing? You guys teach me so much. Whoa! I don't know, is any of this cool? It's like the API for BioPython. All right, so it's interesting that we can upper bound the coronavirus at 8 kilobytes of information, and I suspect it's even smaller than that. So for reference, the smallest computer virus I know about is SQL Slammer. Let's see if I can find the packet. Oh wow, SQL Slammer. Oh, this was an efficient virus. It's only 376 bytes, and it probably compresses even more. 8K, yeah. How long have I been programming for? I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here so I can actually see. Can I like make the chat bigger? I can collapse the chat. Users in chat. Nature. Yeah, yo. Yo, we hack in nature. Yo, we should name that. We should change the title. We do coronavirus science, aka hacking nature. Yeah, because that's what we're doing. So, you know, let's all right, no, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can compress it a little bit more. I'm sure the coronavirus isn't really this large. Oh no, I made my mouse really sensitive. Oh shit, how do I make it? Okay, it's less sensitive now. No, it's still insanely sensitive. Oh, I have to press down on this. Okay, now it's less sensitive. Cool. Do I have LZMA? Cool, I have LZMA. All right, let me just put another cell here so I don't keep running into that cell. We probably should have put the coronavirus on disk. All right. By the way, cost to synthesize base pairs. Yeah, it's about 10 cents. So remember that, you know, okay, yeah. So like, that's well within the range of a hobbyist, you know. No, we're just exploring, man. We're just exploring. We're gonna figure out like the strength of its reading frames and stuff. DNA synthesis service. So like, I wonder, can you like, what if you upload this to that? Oh, you gotta go with the expensive service if you want something this long. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, you pay more if your price per base pair is, You guys do know you can do this, right? I'm not like spreading like secret bioterrorist information, am I? I'm just looking. We're just doing science. No, I mean, this is one of the things that scares me, you know? It really wouldn't be that hard. Well, that doesn't seem right. Oh, LZMA makes it even smaller. Can we get it under 8K? Format XZ prefix equals none for one-shot compression used. Oh, does this work? Sweet. Does this function take any parameters? So you see why I'm interested in compressing it, right? Why do we want to know what the compressed size is? The compressed size, so there's this thing called Kolmogorov complexity. It's like, it's the short length of the shortest computer program that produces the object as output, right? So basically, like, how much information is there in the coronavirus? And it turns out there's about 8.4 kilobytes. The rumor is the corona is the HIV sequences inserted into another virus. We can check that. I don't think that's true. It's the same thing as entropy. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, Kolmogorov complexity is measured in What is the unit of entropy? Yeah, I guess it's the same. Yeah, I guess it's really the same. Yeah, entropy is a number of bits, but I mean, entropy, the difference is entropy usually refers to randomness. All right. I don't want to hear any conspiracy theories about, China made it in a lab. If that's true, we're going to get to the bottom of it right now. As you know, any good hacker would definitely shove their handle in here somewhere. So let's take a look and see if we can find anybody's handle shoved in here. Okay. So I don't know what BioPython is, but we're going to just Google decoding DNA into codons. Yeah, so there's like a... Yeah, here we go. This. So okay. For those of you that don't know, well, we're learning basic bio here. You can decode DNA using this. And these are the different codons, and they break down into basically these, I believe they're amino acids. Is that right? Yes. In transcription, the DNA sequence is rewritten in RNA. So there's no transcription because this is a virus and it's RNA. Okay, if I'm wrong about any of this stuff, yell at me. Y'all probably know more bio than me. But I think the virus is RNA only. So we're just going to do translation. We're going to write some code to do translation. So we'll say like def translation. Now we need to put in these codes. A, T, C, G. What's up with the U's? Why are there U's? Oh, it's a U because it's RNA, I think. But that's a scam. Then why do they tell me that this is A's, T's, C's, and G's? This is RNA though, right? I don't know. I think that's what the difference is, right? Yeah, it's the U is an RNA, yes. But I think we can just replace it with the T's, right? So let's make a dictionary. U equals... Oh, no. Okay. I don't know the amino. Let's look up amino acids, right? We're learning here. So I think there's like 20 of them, 21. Of the 21 amino acids, there's 9 that humans can't synthesize. And then you can stick these all together into proteins. All right, here we go. Oh, this is nice. 21 amino acids. Good, they all have letters. Oh, that's convenient. I've seen this before. And then we can check our results with thiamine's replaced with uracil and RNA. See, someone studied in bio. It wasn't me, man. All right, so we have all these letters. We just need to figure out which letters correspond to which DNA sequences. Yo, how sick is it that you can decode nature like this? This isn't even that hard, man. This isn't even that hard. And then, okay, so then first we're going to do the translation, and then we're going to get the amino acids, and then we're going to try to fold the protein. Yo, I took organic chemistry in college, really just because I wanted to learn to make drugs. I'm not going to lie, I wanted to learn to make drugs. And you don't learn that. You learn to memorize a lot of names, and it was really stupid, and then I dropped the class. Because they didn't tell you how to make drugs. I mean, they didn't like you didn't get to play with anything, you know? When you read like these like recipes and like Arrowwood and stuff, you want to know how to follow them. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Just do a simple acid-base extraction. What the hell is an acid-base extraction, right? You learn to make aspirin in first year orgo? Wait, aspirin's like really complicated, isn't it? Oh no, never mind. It's dead simple. Wow. I didn't realize how simple it was. Cocaine is complicated. You know? Look at all that. Look at that. Making cocaine looks hard. My GPA was 2.78 in high school. Real talk. Okay. Can I just get this in something I can copy and paste because I'm a slacker? Yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Wait, this still looks complicated. Here we go. Oh, look, they even have the letters for me. Inverse table for the genetic code. Oh, no. The DNA codon table. Compressed using IUPAC notation. Those were the fuckers who did the orgo. Wait, okay, I don't really care about what it is compressed. We don't need that. We have args. What is a semicolon? Oh, those are part of it too. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need... Why is it compressed? Gay. ASN or ASP /B GAU. Oh, those are all arrays. Where's GAU? Oh, that's GAT because, okay, fine. Yeah, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. All right, this is still a whole lot better than typing them all. I see. So they synthesize it. Okay. You don't need SAR. Why is that different? Oh, is that like a tab or something? GGN, don't care. UAY, don't care. CAC, val. Start is aug, and stop is all this stuff. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's just parse that table out. Well, okay, we'll just parse the table. We'll call this TT. Yeah, I love naming my variables, right? I don't know. What is this? Is this a tab? I think it's a tab. TT.split, tab is OX9. Alright, that's good. Alright, so first we'll say for T and TT.split. New line, TT.split line. What? I told you to split based on new line. Oh, oops. There we go. Okay. This looks pretty good. Alright, we're going to separate this into KV. And we're going to say if slash in K dot split slash sub minus 1 dot strip K equals yes. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Too many values to unpack. Expected 2 above H. Doesn't V have it too? Oh, this kept a gun there. Gotta get rid of gun. Good, yeah, gun control. Yeah, right there. Bye-bye, gun. All right, good. Now that we're sticking home, could we get more of this? No. Guys, there's no plan yet. You know, if you're new to my stream, you think that we do stuff on this stream. If you're old to my stream, you know that we actually just shit talk and do nothing. all right? But while actually doing stuff, it's weird. But it takes a bit to get used to. Okay, let's just say v equals v dot replace. We're writing our own DNA decoder, you know? You ever written a decoder for like x86 assembly? It's like that, but for DNA, man. No. All right, sweet. So these things decode to those things. Now let's see. Do they usually start and stop are kind of stupid? Do they not have better names for these? We'll look at the translation. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna figure out where the proteins are. We're gonna break it all down. Can I get more anti-state rants? No, we love the state. We're all good citizens of the government right now. And when they come with the M16s, they can know that I like them. Just, you know, I'm their friend. I'm friends with the state. That's right. That's right. All right, I think actually before we do that, we're just gonna say dot lower dot replace u with t because we're for some reason DNA. Okay, cool. For VV and V, dec equals that, dec sub VV equals K. Okay, now we have our stuff to decode DNA with. What did they give start and stop letters? You know the fridge is empty, but you check anyway. No, I was thinking about ice cream, but I realized I've been eating a lot of ice cream today. Those pickings are slim at the store. You know how we used to eat pasta? That was a luxury, no longer affordable to us. Yeah, man, how much of computers is just parsing crap? Okay, let's parse the coronavirus. For I in range 1, length CC3, dec sub CC, so I plus 3, key error, AA. Oh, we got to the end. We made it all the way. All right, sweet. That means they all decoded. I don't know, maybe they always all decode. All right, we'll just call this AA because it's an amino acid chain. AA dot append dec. All right. Okay, well, so now you're going to get into stuff called reading frames. Now, there's actually 3 reading frames. Does everyone know that? So reading frame, who knows why? Because it's 3, right? Who gets it? Yeah, you get it. All right, cool. Let's go. So this is all the proteins that the virus can possibly express. Let's just throw a join AA in there. And let's see if we did the decoding right. Okay, so now when I look for the translation of this, it's not in my shit, and I probably did it wrong. Is there a mez? There's no mez. I don't know what mez is. Maybe there's... Is it not an M? Met. Glue? Oh, there's no S. Oh, no, ser. It's an S. All right, I don't know. We decoded all 3 reading frames. Met is the start codon. No, it's not. I don't know. Let's try just like one of these sequences and see if I can find it. You guys, what if we uncover some crazy shit right now? What if we uncover that they're lying to us about the translation? Met is the start codon. Oh, met is the start codon. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Oh, yo. You're a bro. You're a bro. Yo, okay, wait. You're telling me there's a UAA somewhere here? Or is the stop code on something else as well? No, that's such a scam because met is both here and in start. Oh, we didn't think about that. Oh, if VV in dec print dupe VV. Oh, there's duplicates. Oh. Wait. No, this sucks. If I have an AAU, how do I know if I'm getting an ASIN or an ASP? Nature sucks, man. Why would they do this? This is the shittiest encoding I've ever seen. Nature is troll. Gay. All right. Wait. This is just stupid. They have ASIN, and then they have ASP. And then why do they have ASIN or ASP? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. This one can go. Glin or glue can go. Why would they do this? They have glin, glue, and then glin or glue. Well, I'm never using that one. The start codon is stupid too because it's just a met. Now, oh yeah, it's decoding. Let's see if there are any more dupes. Why? Okay, there's actually lots of dupes right now, but that's just because. No, what? Oh no, there's no dupes. It's fine. Okay, cool. Let's see this. This is quality. This is quality science, boys. This is quality science. All right. All right, let's go. Jared, you're new around here. There's no point, man. You know? All right. Oh, stop. Oh, that's just because I put a stop there. Wait, could the stop be called something else? Let's see if they call it something else here. Or you know what? I can just do AA.split on stop. Oh, yeah. Wow, there's a lot of stops. It probably prevents stupid crap from being copied. Damn, nature's smart, man. Look at these big-ass proteins I'm finding. Well, okay, I don't know, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know. I got a mez in here somewhere. TPAARVL. All right. FLNRV. So close. We're so close. Look, I found this SIGASP ARP VP. Okay. Let's replace stop with $sign. What do y'all think of that? Oh, look, man. Join. I don't know what that means. 5' UTR. Oh, this is pretty cool. Let's do k.replace stop with $sign. No, that looks too much like S. What else can we use? Redial. That's a good one. Yeah, redial. Sorry about you £sign people. I call it redial. All right, let's go. Wait, what is this? Oh, k equals k.replace. All right, yeah. No. We're not trying to synthesize anything. We're trying to hack it, man. We're trying to find the exploit. You think there's an exploit? Who thinks there's an exploit? I want to sort these by length. Rittenhouse, we don't talk about comma.ai in this stream. This is not... Oh, yeah. Good. Look. My shit decoded the same as their shit. Almost. There's bugs in mine. Let's figure out where those bugs are. EQ, LK. Do we have this line? We have this line. Do we have this line? We have this line. Do we have this line? We have this line. Oh, we probably have all the lines. We probably just don't have, okay. Cool. All right, look, we found this big chunk of DNA. What is it? It's a ribosomal slippage. It's an ORF-lab polyprotein. Interesting. Leader protein, ORF-law polyprotein. I see. Do we have this one? Oh, it's part of this one too. Ah, okay, okay, I see. We should also probably split on M's. Well, wait, so you're telling me all this shit is really just one, okay, you know what, filter, lambda x, len of x. You know, it's like, you ever use strings? This is just like using strings, but you set the n to 20, you know? No, let's set it even higher. Let's only find big proteins. Oh, go, we got proteins. We got proteins. Spike glycoprotein produced. Who figured all this shit out, man? This is pretty brilliant, you know? These people are the OG reverse engineers, man. They were reverse engineering before computers. What are all the letters? Well, it's in language. So biology is kind of like a CAD program, right? So, and DNA is like its on disk storage format, and then it goes through this process called transcription. What's the central? It's called the central dogma of molecular bio or something. Yeah, here we go. Describes the two-step process, transcription and translation. But I'm pretty sure, oh, I'm gonna get news. I hate news. News is disgusting, guys. Don't read news. It's RNA, right? Yeah, here we go. It has a positive sense single-stranded RNA virus. What does positive sense mean? Maybe directly translated into viral proteins. Yeah, central dogma. Yeah, DNA and RNA go backwards. You can't turn proteins back into RNA, but you get some of that reverse transcriptase, man. That's what gives you like AIDS and herpes and shit, I think, right? Do I know bio? I want to eat something, but all the good food's been eaten a long time ago. We're running low here. We're running low on everything that's good. We have a bread. Oh, everything's like sweet and disgusting. I should have bought some more vegetables, you know? We have Bud Light. We have sweet potatoes, which literally have sweet in the name. Oh, those limes? Oh, we have limes. All right, now we're talking. That's edible. Where's my knife? I found my knife. Ah, my knife, perfect. Oh, I made a delicious steak Monday night. Okay, that's a lie. This girl came over and she cooked delicious steak for me. I was so happy. All right. All right, we got limes. This is what you eat when you're in quarantine. Yeah, man, manufacturing consent. Yeah, I know my Chomskys. You can figure out this RNA sequence from a protein, though, right? Well, I don't know. Actually, don't know if you can. All right. So these are the proteins. Do I have this one? Oh, membrane glycoprotein. Oh yeah, look at that. We got that whole protein there. We love lime. Lime's delicious. Okay. Structural protein, membrane glycoprotein. All right, now it's time to do some reading. Oh, negative sense. Oh, I understand. It's a okay. So it works in like the normal reading frame. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I dated this girl. She knew everything about biology. Virus uses positive sense or polarity. Yo, now you know what we could do? All right, so now that we have all of these, wait, is met, the start is met? Oh, I think, yeah, like met's the amino acid that like doesn't attach to the others or something. Yeah, so these are the amino acids in nature. We could figure out how to stick them together and then try to fold them. But yeah, this is kind of where you get, this is one of the problems with bio. It's like, this isn't code. There's no, wait, why is this the first one? Can I stick things after and before that, or because of the sulfate? You know what? There's probably a whole Wikipedia page on methionine. It's like it's like Hermione. Methmione. One of the only sulfate proteinogenic. Oh, they're used to make proteins. Are all of them proteinogenic? How many do we have? That's a question we can just ask by saying Lendec. Oh no, wait, 64. Oh, that means that every single one of these decodes. No, that's actually not the question I want to ask. I want to ask len set dec values. 21. And that includes stop. So I'm interested, they said there were 21 amino acids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, no, there's tryptophan. Which one of these is not here then? Which amino acid's not used in a protein? Ah, the 20 of the standard code plus cholestyramine. Oh, we don't have any cholestyramine. Oh, selenoproteins. Wow, they really named everything something here. Is any protein that's, wow. There's like a whole world of stuff I just don't know. That's just decoding everything in every reading frame. Wow, that's a big protein. Oh, we have that whole protein. The Orflaw polyprotein. If I Google this, does it tell me something? Ooh, that's a good product. Well, I'll buy an Orflaw polyprotein. Oh, here we go. Wait. Look at that though. It's from SARS-CoV. It's not from SARS-CoV-2. It uses the same protein? Nature reused code. Oh my God. Google's trying to be news. Interesting. Nature knows about Stack Overflow, real talk. Oh, look, we can see it. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool, man. Nice 3D model. All right. We have an Orflaw polyprotein. What are MAP peptides? So I think bio is like, it also like uses different reading frames. Okay, that's the Orflaw polyprotein. I don't know why this like dot is there because it's like a join, but that seems... All right, well, let's just see if like their numbers match mine. Let's just write a function called def decode, take in x. So that should actually be -2 there. And we'll okay, 0 len x -2 x there, turn AA, and now we can say, you know, we'll decode the 3 reading frames. Decode reading frame 1, reading frame 0, reading frame 1. You know, x86 code has reading frames too. All right. So let's see if we get the same results as these boys. No. Don't tell me they're Lua fuckers and they start with 1. No. Gene. Okay. -1? Doesn't make sense. Oh. No, it does make sense because they stuck Lua fuckers. They're probably inclusives as well. Are they inclusives? Wait, what? I don't want T's. Where did I get T's? There's some weird break. Because that now matches. Why are we getting all them stop codons? I was just trying to decode the one gene. You know? Oh, I see. That's weird. Why are they both ORF-LA polypro? Oh, this is an ORF lab. Product is an ORF-LA polyprotein. This is an ORF lab too. I don't know. Bio doesn't make sense. Why don't they name these things like computer people and things that make sense? Oh, look at that. Oh, we got a stop codon right there. We got a start codon. All right, this seems like the main protein. This is an ORF-LA polyprotein, and this is the protein ID. Oh, that's nice. Oh, see, this one comes from SARS too, but SARS-1 has an ORF-LA polyprotein too. Nah, the truth is, man, you want to talk about how comma.ai skirts regulations? We don't talk about comma.ai, but like we kind of don't. Like comma.ai actually operates completely within the law. We don't even piss people off. You know, we talk to regulators. It's like pretty fine. On the whole, comma probably is a net safety benefit. Buyer. See, the car companies make money by selling cars, man. If you disrupt biology, there's a whole scam. Like, you know how I say self-driving cars are a scam? Like those companies, at least, like, you know, are trying. The medical companies. And not to say there aren't great people doing bio research. There's geniuses doing this. But like, you know, when insulin in America is $600, someone's scamming, man. Someone's scamming real hard. Let me explain to you how you know if something's a scam. This is one of my favorite graphs. Consumer prices over time. Have I ever done this? No, there's the one I really like. Ah, this one, yes. Yes. So basically, here's the quickest way to tell how much of a scam something is. You look at this chart, right? 1998, everyone remembers 1998, right? Like that wasn't that long ago. Back here. You know what's really not a scam? Televisions. Televisions now. It's freedom memes. Wow. I didn't even look. Televisions, everyone knows is not a scam because you can spend like, I bought, my TV was $150. It's like 42 inches. It has built-in Roku TV. It's sick. Look where the scams are. Hospital services. I mean, like, they correspond with what you know is a scam, right? Like, you know, oh, health insurance. Oh, we need universal health care. No. Regardless of whether we need universal health care, why the fuck does it cost 230% more for hospital services now than 1998? It hasn't even gotten better. Medical care hasn't even gotten better in the last 20 years. But you know what has gotten better? Televisions. And toys and software, man. Like, people make jokes about, oh yeah, software gets worse, until you try to use some software from 1998 and you're like, holy shit, this is terrible. Wireless telephone services. I got like 5G everywhere, man, and I pay nothing for it. It's sick. All right. And then you get to like clothes, furniture, and cars. They've gotten better too. Even though it's zero, they've gotten better because remember there's inflation, right? Like furniture, man, you can order some sick beds off of Amazon for nothing. Clothes have gotten great. All the high-end brands make streetwear. Cars have gotten way better. Do you think modern cars break? They just don't. Like if you buy like a 2020 Toyota Corolla, that car's never gonna break. All right, and then you get to the things that are like, okay, housing, people complain a little bit about housing. Okay, food and beverages, no one complains that much, you know, it's all right, because, you know, earnings outstrip those. And now you get into the two things that everyone in America complains about. And maybe this is just an America problem, but they're like, health insurance is so expensive and college is so expensive. We need the government to pay for that. No. You need the people who make televisions to start making college. Shit, man, if Samsung made college, that shit would get bigger and thinner and better and cheaper every year. But no, it's made by scammers, and you can just tell. You can just tell. Let's see, who's the president of Harvard, right? All right, you want my anti-government rants? Here's my anti-government rants. Look at this fucking guy, right? Like, I don't even know who he is, but, like, you know, he's not like, you know, look at him. Right, look at him. Now let's look at the president of Samsung. Right? Look at this guy, man. Who's the scammer, right? You can just tell. You can just instantly tell. Look at this guy. He's holding up some sick-ass flat phones, and this guy sticks his logo everywhere and puts his hand in the air like he's preaching. You know? I didn't even know. I just knew it was going to come out that way, man. Look at this. You see that guy, man. If only that guy ran Harvard, I bet you Harvard would be awesome. But no, he doesn't run Harvard. This fucking guy runs Harvard, right? All right. No, but that's true, man. It's so true. And that's why these things are a scam, right? So, like, you know, if you talk about comma and you talk about disrupting these people, like, they're really not scamming you. Like, the reason Toyota sucks at making a, like, cruise control and lane keep assist system is just because of how they're structured. It's not because they're scamming you, right? Like, those cars are really worth their money. I would recommend a new Corolla or a new Civic to anybody. You know, and people can even complain, oh, GM and Ford, they're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad, right? They're nothing like these people. All right, that's that rant. And you know what? Spread it to your friends. The last thing we need is free healthcare and free college, because all that is, people, you know, I don't understand how the same people complain about income inequality and then demand free college and free healthcare. You're just giving more of your money to these fucks, you know? How come no one's demanding universal TVs, you know? No one's demanding universal TVs. We need universal televisions. Yeah, because if televisions were up here, people would. No, Andrew Yang, man, I think my $1,000 go buy a TV. But you know what kind of sick-ass TV you can buy with $1,000? You buy like the sickest TV ever. Alright, so back to disrupting coronavirus. I wash my hands a lot more these days, guys. I do it like 20 seconds. I watched some video about how to wash your hands. Oh, all right. Freedom memes. All right. So this is the protein we have now? Yeah, NFAV. NGNFAV. Perfect. There's also an orphala polyprotein for the other one. Oh, there's cool ways to do like distances, you know? They give them all these names and stuff. Just want to have a YP? here we go. Look, it's almost the same. Faster. Oh yeah, perfect. I gotta name it SARS V1. Hang on, give me a second. Actually, am I even looking at the right protein? Is the orphala polyprotein important? I mean, it looks big, so you would assume that where they put lots of code, it's important, you know? Yeah, it's really close. What's the edit distance? Look, I'm not talking about whether healthcare is you know, what I'm not a politician, man. I don't have any political ideas. I just know someone's scamming, man. I just know someone's scamming. So guys, instead of paying for your health insurance, buy big TVs, because they're not a scam. Don't ever ask what? Who asked something? Oh, no, yeah, we don't talk about the keyboard. No, we don't. Where'd my, oh no, did I put my window somewhere? My window went away. Did I close it? You guys probably saw what happened to my window. Where'd it go? We'll open the window again. The window is back. Well, let's make sure we still have SARS V1. Oh, good, we have SARS V1. Okay, good. Okay. How close is SARS V2 to SARS V1? Well, first off, let's actually, no, oops. Okay, they're almost the same length. That really does reuse a lot of code. All right, so we still have, that's about half the code is for the orphala polyprotein. There's also a spike glycoprotein. Gene synonym. I should probably stick with product. ORF1AB. Oh. Function catalytic activity? Wait, isn't that like the Krebs cycle? Do I think I'll get the virus? I don't know. Probably not. If you ask me to predict 50-50, I'd bet against it. I know people are saying everyone's going to get it. I don't know. Okay, there's also a spike glycoprotein. And it seems to be like we can decode and get that. Yeah, okay, cool. So that matches that. What else do we have that has code in it? And then there's a little bit of code in the nucleocapsid protein. But not much, and then like little bits of junk. This thing's mad simple. Folding at home trying to fold these? It's a virus. It's tiny. Just a capsid and some RNA. See, I don't know what a capsid is. This is protein shell of a virus. All right, so it has a capsid? It doesn't seem to have a capsid. Which one of these is the capsid? Protein casing that has the RNA in it. I mean, is there like a good 3D model of this thing? This is just pictures. All right, and then I know it binds to ACE2. I've seen these before too. So what's on your X chromosome? That's cool. Well, that might explain why women wait, is this coronavirus entry point thing? Is this, if I go back in history? Okay, interesting. This thing's just famous for being a part of coronavirus. Cleaves the peptide. Angiotensin 2. Wow. That's it? It's just that many amino acids? Oh, I could build this and sell this. Sounds pleasant. You come from 2030, you have vaccine. Can you post? I will synthesize. Think about it. We'll think about it. If I could just write the right, like, 8K of code, like I'd have to write literally 8 kilobytes. I could make a coronavirus that has no symptoms, but is incredibly virulent and triggers the same immunity. I mean, it's effectively a vaccine, but see, that's the kind of vaccine, you know. You can make a vaccine that just spreads, right? Free shit for everybody. I saw that in season 4, episode 4 of Reboot. But the problem is this code's really hard to write. Like, it's deceptively small and simple, but like protein folding's still an unsolved problem. DeepMind's been making some progress with it, but like, you just don't know. You just don't know how much compute's really needed to do this. All right, well, look, this ORFLab polyprotein thing has to be important because unlike in code where people write hundreds of megabytes to include Sparkle framework to do updates, it takes, if they could make a smaller virus, it would just, it could make more copies of itself more cheaply. So code's expensive for viruses. So this thing's got to be really important. I'm still stuck on this thing. I mean, it's half the code. What's a peptide? Oh yeah, no. Well then, like, okay, amino acids become peptides. A tetrapeptide. Oh yeah, okay, and there's the 5 end and the 3 end. Yeah, I kind of remember this. Don't you have to have 10 years of testing before we ship? I mean, yeah, that's kind of that's what they say. Amino acid, peptide, protein. All right, that makes sense. Peptine's a chain of, oh, okay, straightened out protein. That makes sense. All right, and like mat peptide. So yeah, cool. They're breaking it down into peptides. Wow, this is really like, you can, there's like function. There's like, well, so you have like, you have like your bytes, and then you have your assembly code. Your bytes are like your DNAs. Your assembly code is like your these thingies. Your peptides are like your basic blocks. Your proteins are like your functions. So cool, man. So cool. Is there like a good bio diff? That's not what I want. I want to diff. I really want to diff coronavirus with SARS. And then we can see. There's also like strong and weak codons. Read about this. Because there are like multiple codons that code for each. Some of these like do better. BioPython. Oh, is there something for this? Sequences. Ooh, look at this. Someone's already written some code for me. Nucleotide methods, transcription and back transcription. It just changes the T's into U's. Translate. Using nucleotide methods to stop. This BioPython thing doesn't look very sophisticated. I mean, because the next step is really hard, right? Like if you want to decode this more, like great, all right, let's see like a spike lipoprotein, like it's small, but going from that into something is pretty difficult. Let's see. Protein structure prediction. Scam. This is tiny. What? Oh my God. It's 820 bytes. I mean, I guess that's kind of a lot. I don't know. Like, I guess that's the same size as like a function, right? Oh, capsets. We learned about capsets. The ORF9. Now it's another term for a mirror. Human herpes virus 3. This protein clearly is not important because nobody named it anything. Structural protein, E protein, nucleocapsid, phosphoprotein. Someone write like a good Medium article on this. SARS-CoV-2 genes breakdown. Okay, here we go. Yay! Wow, so look, this is a nice picture. What's in? Oh, amino acids. Oh, that's beautiful. Does this match the number we're seeing? I got the length of that. Let's print that again. So SARS-V2 should have a length of 4405. Okay, 4406 because it'll get rid of the stop. We can say just dot strip. If it does end with a stop codon, we can just. Well, you know what we can do? Force stop equals false if force stop assert AA minus 1 equals AA equals AA. Right? So then we can just. Now, you know what? It's not called Decode. We should use the real name. Central dogma. BioPython named it the right thing. MolBio. It's called transcription translation. We should call it translate. Wow, this is quality code, man. This is quality code. Yeah, should we write tests? Who wants to write tests? All right, so where were we? We're on the COV Wikipedia page. That's the thing. If you search for coronavirus, you get shit. But if you search for SARS-CoV-2, you get things that are slightly better. Who's ever on chat is not paying attention to the stream. I'm on chat now. All right. So we also spend a lot of money on this ORF1A. What's the length of the spike glycoprotein? That's S. I don't know why it's different. Did I use the same? I might not have started with the same thing in GenBank, did I? Wuhan Who won? Seems right. The reference sequence is identical. Okay, I don't know why my S is the wrong. But okay, they spent a lot of code on this ORF1A as well. Oh, that's ORF1A and B is the IC. Yeah. The ORF1A polyprotein, but where's ORF1B? Okay, this, okay, I see. This has a different reading frame. ORF1B equals translate. Oh, we're also going to say assert AA sub 0 equals M. Should be fine, yeah. We'll say protein. All right, because it's a whole protein, it has a start and an end. That makes sense, right? Let's see if we can decode this ORF1B. So yeah, I think it's just in a different reading frame. Weird. Weird. Fav FLN. See, that's not right. Where is this? Well, that's just the orphan polyprotein, but okay. Seems okay. Oh, look. This number is different from this number. Yeah, see, look, there's overlap. Look at that. See, what hacking skill, you know? They overlap the code a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's really cute. Ah, and look, they use a star. We should use a star. That seems better. Why are they getting multiple M's? They're getting TTG as an M, CTG, and ATG, and I just got ATG. Where's UUG? They're getting UUG as a Lu. R's don't have these problems, right? Oh man, look at this. There's different text on there's different processors which do the separate things a little bit, you know? That. Wait, so we got to get down to the root of what this other polyprotein. Someone was telling me what this protein does. There was something somewhere that like had like a description. I'm not sure if I believe it, but this. Let's go back to that picture. I like that picture. The one on Wikipedia. This is like a nice visual layout of the code. I mean, we really need Kira for bio, you know? Where's Kira at? Oh, you could build some sick tools for this. I think we learned from that it didn't come from bat soup. I think it did come from bats, but I think there was an animal in between. I don't know. I don't think we know yet. Okay, it catalyzes ATP plus water into ADP. Why does our body fall for this shit, you know? This is human coronavirus HKU1. Is this the other human coronavirus? Oh, it must be. It's the wrong protein. Yeah, no, I went on a date with this other girl. She explained to me, I'm like, do you know the Krebs cycle? She's like, yeah, how do you not? And I was like, no, I don't. Wait, ATP? No, I don't know. What is this? Is it ATP to ADP? Isn't this like the body's fuel source? I don't know what it does with all that phosphate. Catalyzes this reaction. Okay. Well, the virus is sure spending a lot of its code doing this, so this must be really important to it. And then in this, we have the spike glycoprotein, and then we have a bunch of like tiny little functions. You know, this is really like, this really looks like a computer program, you know? You have like big function, other function, maybe M is like main, you know? I really like this picture. All right. The spike is the key. All right. The spike glycoprotein. You telling me this is the key? This is how like it attaches to the ACE inhibitors or something? Does SARS-CoV-1 also use does it also use ATP? Or does it use ACE? The primary human receptor of the virus is this. So this is the thing the viruses are scamming. It's a single pass type 1 membrane proton. I haven't heard of these, but I bet a lot of old people are on them. Yeah, ACE inhibitors. If you have high blood pressure. There's also ARB. What's ARB? Never subbed, never donated, stolen laptop, neighbor's Wi-Fi. All right. This code. Both of them just catalyze a reaction. And then viruses trick your body into replicating it? Doesn't your body replicate DNA? Like, how do viruses replicate? Can be directly translated into protein in the host cell. That's fine. But how does it replicate? I know they hijack your bodily systems. No. Look, I know that, right? Like, I know it doesn't have... I know if I look through this thing, I'm not going to find the replication code anywhere. I know that it's hijacking stuff in my body. But my question is, how is it... like, what in my body is replicating RNA? Nothing should be. You know, but like really, like viruses, you know, they're clever. They're calling into all the subroutines all over my body. You know, right? Why would I want to write the replication if I could just make a function call? Coronavirus spikes consist of two connected halves. Spike activates yeah. Well, yeah. DNA, RNA, protein. Yes, I understand. I understand in my body that it uses the RNA to protein from my body. But why is my body replicating RNA? It can be translated into protein in the host cell. Yeah, but how do you get more of it? Like, I know that, okay, so there's reverse transcriptase. And this is what, like, we block to block HIV. Why doesn't this block all viruses? Watch this guy's video on coronavirus. Is this scientific or is this some like you're gonna die shit? No, I don't care if it's what you should do. Unless... what detail does it go into? Okay. All right, should we have a joint?
Receptor on its victims' membranes.
All right, watching party.
In December 2019, the Chinese authorities notified the world that a virus was spreading through their communities.
Okay, don't care.
Months, it spread to
don't care about the news. Don't care.
This virus is the severe acute respiratory syndrome related coronavirus 2 that causes the disease called COVID-19 and that everyone simply calls coronavirus. What actually happens when it infects a human, and what should we all do?
Use L and J to skip.
A virus is really just a hull around genetic material and a few proteins.
Lipid envelope RNA spike protein. Oh damn, look at that code reuse. Look at that code reuse. The spike glycoproteins being stuck everywhere. You see this? That shit turns into that. Yo, that's crazy. You're touching your face. Yeah, no. I don't know.
It can only make more of itself by entering a living cell. Corona may spread via surfaces, but it's still uncertain how long it can survive on them. Its main way of spreading seems to be droplet infection, when people cough.
Wait. Viruses don't survive. They might no longer be viable, but don't use the word survive.
You touch someone who's ill and then your face, say rubbing your eyes or nose.
Oh, okay, don't touch my face. I got it.
Journey here and then hitches a ride as a stowaway deeper into the body. Its destinations are the intestines, the spleen, or the lungs, where it can have the most dramatic effect.
All right, I am just really curious. Sorry about the ADD. What is trending right now? The most boring things you can believe. Ooh, what's Yo, I'll believe in my $1,000 check when I get a $1,000 check. Right now, I ain't seen shit. Are they gonna send a guy to give me that check? And is he gonna come with an M16? That's my only question. If it's a guy with an M16, they can keep their check. All right.
Even just a few coronaviruses can cause quite a dramatic situation. The lungs are lined with billions of epithelial cells. These are the border cells of your body, lining your organs and mucosa, waiting to be infected. Corona connects to a specific receptor on its victim's membranes to inject its genetic material. The cell, ignorant of what's happening, executes the new instructions, which are pretty simple: copy and reassemble.
Where? Okay.
More and more copies.
Okay. Where are those instructions? Where? Direct deposit? They gonna put that shit in my bank account?
The original virus until it reaches a critical point and receives one final order: self-destruct. The cell sort of melts away, releasing new corona particles ready to attack more cells. The number of infected cells grows exponentially. After about 10 days, millions of body cells are in.
Wait, can we just talk for a second how there's more copies of this code out there than like...
infected.
Shit, I don't know what I filed. I don't do my taxes. I got a guy for that.
The virus has not caused
I know about plurals, yeah.
yet, but corona is now going to release a real beast on you, your own immune system. The immune system, while there to protect you, can actually be pretty dangerous to yourself and needs tight regulation. And as immune cells pour into the lungs to fight the virus, corona infects some of them and creates confusion. Cells have neither ears nor eyes. They communicate mostly via tiny information proteins called cytokines. Nearly every important immune reaction is controlled by them. Corona causes
This shit's like a huge GAN. It's crazy, man.
Murder. In a sense, it puts the immune system into a fighting frenzy and sends way more soldiers than it should, wasting its resources and causing damage. Two kinds of cells in particular wreak havoc. First, neutrophils, which are great at killing stuff, including ourselves. As they arrive in their thousands, they start pumping out enzymes that destroy as many friends as enemies. The other important type of cells that go into a frenzy are killer T cells, which usually order infected cells to commit controlled suicide. Confused as they are, they start ordering healthy cells to kill themselves too. The more and more immune cells arrive, the more damage they do, and the more healthy lung tissue they kill. This might get so bad that it can cause permanent, irreversible damage that leads to lifelong disabilities.
God.
In most cases,
It's all
the
terrible.
immune system slowly regains control. It kills the infected cells,
Yeah, so
intercepts
my
the
Tesla
viruses
stock.
trying to infect new ones, and cleans up the battlefield. Recovery begins. The majority of people infected by corona will get through it with relatively mild symptoms. But many cases become severe or even critical. We don't know the percentage because not all cases have been identified, but it's safe to say that there is a lot more than with the flu. In more severe cases, millions of epithelial cells have died, and with them, the lung's protective lining is gone. That means that the alveoli, tiny air sacs via which breathing occurs.
Yeah, okay, I know this part. The part that I don't know.
Cells have neither ears nor, importantly, until it reaches a critical
Right here.
point. Until what's happening executes the new instructions, which are pretty simple: copy and reassemble.
How does it? Yeah. Executes.
On its victim's membranes to inject its genetic material.
Okay. Sure. So you got this exploit. You got ACE2. It's vulnerable. This shit shows up. This spike shows up, which is basically just like the exploit vector. Exploit vector comes in, injects its payload. Right? It's all the same shit. It's really all the same shit, you guys. You know, you study computer security, you know all this. But now,
the cell, ignorant of what's happening, executes the new instructions.
Executes the instructions, whatever. I hijack EIP. I jump to the virus stuff. All great.
Copy and reassemble. It fills up with more and more copies of the original virus.
But where is that? Where is the copy function? You know? Also, yo, I don't know how any of this shit can work. Search structure of virus. Okay, and then it uses reverse transcriptase. Why the hell do I have reverse transcriptase? I mean, is it using this? So I don't have HIV, I don't have leukemia, and I don't have this. Dalton. So why do I have any reverse transcriptase? There are little machines in your cells that only make copies of RNA. What? The cells already have a copy function. No. The cells have a copy function for DNA. Not for ribosomes. Is this what it says? Ribosomes? I've heard this before. RNA. No. Ribosomes. They do translation. That's fine. There are cells constantly reading the DNA to make proteins. Okay, RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. Is this it? Ooh, okay. Is this what it's using? You know, I believe a lot more in the information about SARS than I do about this new shit. Meth Head Mike, I think you might have got it. Coronavirus replication. Oh, even better. Ah! Okay, infection begins when the viral spread glycoprotein. All right, so we decoded the glycoprotein, attaches to its complementary host cell receptor, which is ACE2. After attachment, a protease of the host cell cleaves and activates the receptor-attached spike protein. Okay, so there we go, you know. Let's put it into computer terms. So the glycoprotein does a heap overflow and overflows the next sentence of malloc. After the next thing has been overflowed, a free from the host program cleaves and activates the misaligned pointer. All right, it's like a use after free and it frees it. All right, that's great. Depending on the host cell, protein available, cleavage, endocytosis. On entry to the host cell, the virus particle is unencoded, the exploit payload is unpacked, and its genome enters the instruction cache. And its code enters the instruction cache. The coronavirus RNA genome has a push EIP at the beginning of the function and a pop EIP at the end of the function, which allows the virus to run without disrupting anything else. Blah, 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 okay. The sequence is written in x86, which allows it to, translates the initial overlapping open reading frame and forms a long polyprotein. That's this shit. This is the polyprotein, right? Yeah. Orfla. Orfla is the polyprotein. I don't know what a polyprotein is. That means it's got two shits? Yeah, it has two. It has the 1A and the 1B. All right, cool. Has its own proteases, which cleave the polyprotein into multiple non-structural... What? No, but what? That's not what it said it did. It said it did something stupid. Is this thing lying to me? Okay, the polyprotein is very important. This is the unpacker for the thingy, maybe. Yeah, we'll share vaccines with subs. If I find a vaccine, I'll share it with the subs. That's right. So you better subscribe. No, it's like it's all the same, you know. It's just okay. None of the non-structural proteins coalesce to form a blah 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 blah. The non-structural proteins coalesce, replicase. Yes, Meth Head Mike was right. Dorkmo, thank you for this link. We finally got some real information. It's not like a YouTube video. I heard a good joke. There was a conference, there's a Dutch conference of the world experts in coronaviruses, but it was postponed because of the coronavirus pandemic. All right. Wait. Okay. Yeah. This. We should read this. Oh, they're S protein. Okay, we got the S protein. Coronaviruses bind on the cell. So far, it is not clear whether the virus gets into the host cell by fusion. Coronaviruses have a single positive strand that they can produce in the cytoplasm. First, the virus synthesizes its RNA polymerase. Oh no. Let's read about this. So I assume I have this polymerase. Wait. What? Wait a second. Do I have this protein? We're not focusing on anything. You misunderstand. And we're asking questions. Do I have this protein? Oh my God. No, that's what this shit is. That's exactly what this Orfla polyprotein is. It is the copy mechanism. I don't know, I guess I just assumed that... No, it is. Look. Accepted name, RNA transcripted RNA polymerase. And it does the same thing. Nucleotides triphosphate, ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Plus phosphate. Catalyzes RNA template directed. Whoa. Yo. That's sick, man. This Orfla polyprotein is the copy mechanism. Copy, spike, and then reassemble with the little shitty code. Okay, it all makes sense. All right. So it looks like this virus is spending, I mean, it makes a lot of sense that this virus is spending 2/3 of its code copying. I mean, this is, yeah. And this is basically a minimum like RNA copy routine. Because I knew your body didn't have RNA copy routines. The spike glycoprotein, this is the exploit. This is the payload. And the payload basically just says make a copy. And these are a few helper functions. Yo, this is sick! This is so simple! You know what? I mean, geniuses must have figured this out, too. And I look at this stuff and I have a framework, right? Like, I have a framework. I have a framework with which to think about all of this, right? Like, you write computer viruses, you know how to do this. All these people, I don't even think they had those frameworks. Like, and then the question is, I mean, I come into this world really, really late. Science is all built on the shoulders of giants and stuff. So like, I wonder if, no, but I think it's fundamental. Like, I think it's fairly fundamental to how a virus would operate because computer viruses have very similar stuff, right? They have an initial, they have an exploit, and then they have a payload. And, this, if you want payloads that are just going to rapidly copy themselves, most viruses have this. Some viruses have more complicated payloads to do more things. How do we put a mining payload to the virus so it can farm crypto? I agree. We're going to make coronavirus pay us back, That's what we're going to do. That's going to be the goal of this stream. We lost all this money, and it was thanks to this shit. Like this code cost us, that many bajillions of dollars, and we're going to make it pay us back. We're going to have it mine crypto for us. the chicken tenders now. There won't be any chicken tenders later. But I want them, so we're gonna do it, you know? Where's my pan at? Oh, my pan. That's in the dishwasher. My pan's pretty gross. How many chicken tenders do we have? 2 chicken tenders? That's a pathetic amount of chicken tenders. No DGS. Great. Heat oven to 375. We will have chicken tenders in no time. 1 tender, 2 tenders. Let's make some fries. Got a couple of waffle fries up in here. Yeah, a couple of waffle fries. Yeah, that's good. Let's do it. Waffle fries. Sweet. And now we're out of chicken tenders. So tomorrow we might have to go brave the store. Already ate a pizza today, you know. Eventually we're going to get into eating flour. Can you eat flour? Alright, maybe it's time for a little coffee. Kind of done with tea, doesn't feel strong enough. We're going to solve biology tonight. We're solving biology. Now let's get some clean socks. You know, that's what I really love right now. A fresh pair of socks. Yeah, that's some Dobby shit, you know? Who gets my reference? Alright, ooh, a fresh pair of socks. Oh, this is gonna be pleasant, huh? I'm gonna put on these socks. We're gonna eat chicken tenders. Who's speedrunners? They eat flour? Can you eat flour? No, can you eat? I'm gonna Google that as soon as I sit down. Oh, I got some iced coffee. Starbucks iced coffee dark roast. I'm gonna be up all night. All night. Oh yeah. Coronavirus hack speedrun. Nah man, it's the first time I'm playing the game. Alright. So what do we have to do? You know? I mean, you know what's crazy, right? Yeah, any percent. You know what's crazy? Like, you can take this, you can modify it, and you can go, like, send it to a lab and have it synthesized. For, like, you know, 10 grand. So, I mean, yeah, we can, like, that's, so, I mean, yeah, the code is all nice and safe when it's in my computer here. But, not so easy. Why is it not so easy? DNA printing. RNA printing service. Well, okay. Base pair. Let's see what we can get printed. This is all hypothetical. Don't actually do any of this, guys. I'm not actually going to do it. Don't worry. Oh my God. "3D printers for DNA." This is horrifying. Laser-based technique. Wait, what? How'd this guy die? Whenever they don't tell you, I usually think it's suicide. Sad. Use a laser-based technique to synthesize DNA. Wow. Yo, because like, okay, we just gotta make the right mods. We gotta hit print. Wait. Okay, like, for everybody who thinks comma.ai is scary, holy shit. That's scary. Microarray DNA. It probably doesn't work, but you can. Okay, there's definitely like a DNA synthesis service. No one finds comma.ai is not scary. And once you actually see what it is, it's not scary. People think I'm like sticking a phone in cars and like, you know, then like saying, okay, car, go drive to LA, right? No, people, a lot of people don't know, like, you know, that you need a person in the driver's seat. There's actually a lot of effort to make sure the person's actually in the driver's seat. Well, we're not working on backspace right now. Backspace is hard. Math is hard. Oh, view my discounted prices. Okay. So if I buy some, hypothetically, if I buy some DNA, oh, free codon optimization, you say? Oh, very interesting. Optimized. That's jank 3. Okay, so I understand that when I get my printed DNA, it's not going to be assembled into a little coronavirus. I'm not actually releasing a vaccine, guys. Don't worry. I'm just, it's hypothetical, okay? You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Don't rely on me for medical advice or anything important. Or if you're taking my advice and you're changing the way you live your life, you're probably an idiot. Why can't I just use something like CRISPR? Well, let's see. No, I don't have any DNA here. None of this is DNA. I mean, okay, so I think what I would have to do, like, how do I then inject my DNA into something? I can make RNA into DNA. Yeah, well, okay, so let's say I got a coronavirus synthesized in DNA, right? Then, I mean, I'd need to put that DNA in something that would do transcription to turn it into RNA, and then translation to turn that RNA into proteins, and then again, it'd be in the wrong place, right? Wow, but I mean, once you do it once, right, you only have to do this once in a lab, and then you get it right, and it replicates forever. DNA cloning and plasmid vectors. What are these things? Plasmids are cloning vector. Small piece of DNA. I see. Should I know what a plasmid is? No, that wasn't that other thing that I was looking at, right? That I didn't know the name of. No, it's not a peptide. A genetic structure that can replicate independent of chromosomes. Okay, I understand. So it's like a chromosome. Wow, I have a lot of tabs open. Look up a YouTube video on plasmid vectors. All right. We're back to video watching time. It's learning bio. This is a... What? What? I have to pay an extra 100 and... Oh my god, they're already scamming me. We verify deposited plasmids. Do you have a good video? Cleaving enzyme if I need it. What am I doing with a cleaving enzyme? Do I need one of these? A furin. Wait. I think coronavirus was using these. I think I heard about this. Someone needs to make an extension which removes unnecessary. Yeah. The hard part is figuring out which ones are unnecessary. Lil Durk is definitely unnecessary. Sorry, Lil Durk. What is CRISPR? No, we don't need CRISPR. We definitely don't need cocaine. We're done with protein structure prediction. Just have a human lung do the transcription. I mean, yeah, so the problem... You can have a human lung do the transcription if what... No, but like I'm not gonna get it in coronavirus form, right? I'd get it in I don't even know. I guess they give it to you in terms of a plasmid. Am I gonna regret this? Mute RX. What should I listen to? Yeah, no, I know about PCR. So this seems worth watching. We'll start that for later. What do we got here? Cells containing plasmids.
DNA cloning is a method for isolating a particular sequence of DNA from a complex mixture of different DNA sequences. In order to clone a fragment of DNA, we need to insert it into a vector, usually a highly modified phage or plasmid that can replicate in a host cell. Generally, a plasmid vector contains three elements: a cloning site where the foreign DNA fragment can be inserted, a drug resistance gene which destroys antibiotics, in this case ampicillin, to allow selective growth of the host cell, and a replication origin to allow the plasmid to replicate in the host cell. To insert foreign DNA, we must first use a restriction enzyme to cleave the vector at the cloning site. Here, EcoR1 cleaves the palindromic sequence GAATTC to produce single-stranded ends called sticky ends. These can hybridize with any piece of DNA that has also been cut with EcoR1. Foreign DNA containing the sequence we wish to clone is digested with EcoR1 and then mixed with the cleaved vector. The sticky ends of the foreign and plasmid DNA molecules hybridize and then are sealed into phosphodiester linkages by the enzyme DNA ligase, creating a recombinant plasmid.
All right, so I got a lot of plasmids. That sounds nice.
Each of these recombinant plasmids contains the inserted DNA fragment, an ampicillin.
Yeah, bio is really open source.
And a replication origin. A pool or library of circular recombinant plasmids is thus created.
DNA doesn't need a checksum because it has so much redundancy in it.
Each plasmid carries a unique fragment of foreign DNA, as indicated by the colored arrows. Next, the host cells, E. coli bacteria, are added to the recombinant plasmids. The cells have been treated with calcium chloride to make them permeable to DNA molecules. Through a process called transformation, a few cells take up a recombinant plasmid, while most other cells do not.
And then I put the antibiotics in, and I kill all the other cells. That sounds nice. The E. coli's replicate. See, this is why biology sucks, man.
The bacterial cell.
This is what sucks about it. You know, you can't just say, like, import lung, you know? You gotta, like, touch a tube. If anyone ever wants, like, you gotta touch a tube. I don't do that. I don't touch tubes. Alright? This is why biology sucks.
Cells are poured onto a plate of nutrient agar.
Mute RX, cool.
Ionic ampicillin. With ampicillin in the agar, only cells resistant to the drug can grow.
Yeah, that was good foreshadowing when they put that in the plasmid. It's good foreshadowing, you know?
At 37 degrees, the cells will grow and multiply. Because they cannot move on the agar, each will produce a separate colony of cells.
All right.
The non-transformed cells lack the plasmid with the ampicillin.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you so far. Now I got to get this into lung cells. I got to get this DNA replicating inside lung cells.
Resistant to ampicillin and survive. The replication origin allows the plasmid to
activate
by using the host cell's enzymes. Plasmid replication is independent of host cell division, but plasmids are distributed to each daughter cell when the host cell divides. As the plasmids replicate and the host cells multiply, the number of copies of the recombinant plasmid is greatly amplified. The multiple daughter cells form a colony or clone. Because all the host cells in a colony are derived from a single cell, they all contain copies of the same recombinant plasmid with its fragment of foreign DNA. A variety of assay methods can now be used on the bacterial colonies to determine which contains the particular DNA sequence we wish to isolate. Yeah, but again, all right, great. I have lots of copies of my DNA. I got my bacteria copying my DNA. That's great. But like, well, actually, wouldn't the bacteria express the proteins? Yeah, viral is different from bacteria, but no, I'm saying like you make that DNA, right? So, I mean, the bacteria, like E. coli, is going to have all the transcriptase stuff. Why not? Lung cells are eukaryotic, okay? Yeah, I know viruses can infect bacteria. Exactly. So basically, I'm giving the E. coli coronavirus, right? Oh God. Okay. I should have studied. All right. They're different. I should have studied. All right. I should have studied. I'm sorry. I slacked off in bio. That the prokaryote E. coli is a prokaryote, not a eukaryote. Proteobacteria. Oh yeah, the Gram stain. Yeah, I heard about this once. Yeah, okay, I see how that works. Eukaryote. Yeah, okay. So it's got to have a nucleus. And it's attaching to ACE2 on the lung cells. Have I heard of sous vide? What's that? Oh, like cooking? Wow.
That looks like a nice steak, man. It's been a while since I've had a steak. You know? Oh, salmon. That sounds delicious, but was this a point? Was this a point, or did you just want me to look at pictures of food? The prokaryotes and the eukaryotes are all shit to deal with later. But alright, I think we have the basics understood. It injects with this thing. All right, let's see if we can understand what some of these other guys are doing, some of these other ORFs. Well, I guess maybe, what does ORF stand for? I mean, is it all part of the... Fucking pangolins, man. It's these guys. That's who gave us coronavirus. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe to my channel if you appreciate this kind of content. I'm going to see how many subscribers we get. If we get a lot of subscribers, I'm going to keep doing this. We're going to do more coronavirus science tomorrow. We're going to make some real progress. Yo, just imagine you guys are here when we solve it, man. You know how it's like when you're being in the channel and someone does a speed run and the speed runs are sick. No, I'll send you guys the STL file for the vaccine. Part of the reading period has Yeah, no, I know about this. See, look, they have like tools from like dot matrix printer error. Yeah, let me get out my Epson. Thank you for subscribing. No, we're not done. Speed run on life? No, but No. We're not getting distracted anymore. We're going to look a little bit into whether we can understand these ORFs. We're going to eat some chicken tenders, and then that's going to be the end of this stream. Let's go back to, here we go. Is this? Yeah. Can we understand what these other ORFs are? Structural protein. Membrane glycoprotein. Oh, here we go. Envelope protein. Membrane glycoprotein. And there's more ORFs. Does ORF stand for something? Oh, open reading frame. Oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. Oh, okay. Well, that's stupid. Why don't they give it a useful name? That's just calling it function. Yo, you guys know in IDA, when they just call it like function 1, function, and then the address? That's so stupid. No. But that can't be what ORF means, because how come when I Google this, unless this is just the most famous ORF? Why don't they name it something better? Why don't they name it RDRP or something? Why do they name it ORF? It can't possibly just mean open reading frame. That's so dumb. ORF 1AB polyprotein. That basically just doesn't say anything. Surface glycoprotein. What happened to spike? Am I in a different... Surface glycoprotein. Why did I call it? I called it spike, didn't I? Yeah, it's a spike glycoprotein. Why are they calling it surface? No, I don't think it was a designer virus, right? Because it was a designer virus, like, unless you're also alleged, well, okay, so you're saying someone took SARS and modified it? Like, if you want to go with that theory? At the Wuhan Institute of Virology? Whoa. Is there a level 5? Biohazard extraterrestrial materials. I mean, that's a pretty odd coincidence. All right. We're going to dive into a conspiracy theory for 1 minute here. Huh. And where's the coronavirus Wuhan market? Huh. Oh, they're in a different district. Let's see how far Jingan is away from Jingxia. Oh, pretty far. Okay. All right. We're not 5 blocks away. That's a conspiracy theory, it seems like. How my tenders doing? Our fries might be ready. Ooh, that's hot. No, and it's not suspicious. People think, oh, Wuhan has a Wuhan has an Institute of Virology. It has this market. Wuhan is a city of 11 million people. I dated a girl from Wuhan. Yeah, exactly. Every semi-big city has a research center. No, it would just be suspicious if they were around the block is all. No. That's... I'm not saying it's a I'm not saying it's like deliberate, but it could have been an accident, but it doesn't seem like it. I mean, I guess, like, how would you tell? No, I'm not saying, no one said purpose. It could have been an accidental escape from a lab, right? Like a mistake. But, no, it doesn't even seem true. Could a virus escape by accident? Yeah, sure. But none of that seems plausible. No, but even like, I don't know. I mean, it is odd that it's, yeah, biosafety level 4, but like, I mean, I don't know that much about the first SARS outbreak. Civets, it's always like some bullshit animal, you know? I'm not reading the news on conspiracy theories. Well, so they say what changed is the spike, like cleaving the spike is what I read. So that spike glycoprotein is different in, let's get the SARS. No, I want. Oh, here we go. Oh, and look. It's like the Wikipedia page, but for OG SARS. They're really very similar. Let's see what influenza looks like. Can I get that in here? like this, but for genome assembly. Like, holy shit, this is just SARS. I don't know, maybe it all looks very similar. There's so many subtypes. It has a cleaner DNA structure than Corona. Wow, there's a whole lot of flus. Oh my god, this one. Remember when they were scaring us about the swine flu? But this is SARS. No, this is V2. This is V2. We improved it. It's new improved SARS. Who thinks the tenders are red? How long did I cook them for? Woo! They're hot. I regret touching that. Two beautiful, edible chicken tenders. Nah, I ain't got sauce. Nah, I don't need sauce. I don't like sauce. Well, no, the death rate's lower. They had to make trade-offs. You know, engineering is all about trade-offs. Do flus work like this? There's just so many of these. Useless. What's this? And you know what? A lot of them do hitch a ride. Yeah, this thing looks nothing like the flu. Well, HIV is a whole nother thing, right? Yeah, no, HIV is long, right? Coronavirus is more similar to HIV machinery? No way. HIV is a retrovirus. It's turning itself into DNA. The law of equivalent exchange. That's right. Well, Holy shit, it's just SARS, guys. Coronavirus is too nice of a name. Well, now I understand why the Chinese reacted the way they did. And it's always an open question, right? Like, why did the Chinese go into full insane lockdown mode? Because it's SARS. Well, that's okay. Let's take a look at how different it is. GH4, that isn't true. The flu kills a whole lot of people, but like, I don't know where this myth came from. This thing is just not a flu. It's just SARS. Let me get... All right, let's take a look. I mean, it's almost identical to this. Let me just turn this into a function. Well, that's close enough. Doesn't have to be one. Let's see how much mutual information they have. You can get like an edit distance. Oh, chicken tender. Well, no, pneumonia is not anything. There is, what do you mean, a pneumonia, right? My understanding is that pneumonia is just, all right. Okay, so they are literally, they added a little bit more code to the coronavirus. It's not a flu. I don't know. I mean, I think that just seems like a journalist myth. Damn, if they just called it SARS, I would have sold all my stocks. They called it a flu, and the only thing I remember was the 2009 swine flu, which everybody freaked out about. That turned out to be so stupid because it killed nobody. Man. Like, what was the death rate from swine flu? Like, they freaked out endlessly about swine flu. And the death rate... Oh my God, no. News. Yeah, a lot of people got it, but the death rate was, yeah, see, this is the whole thing. Yeah. The death rate from swine flu was 0.02%. No way. Yeah, but it's only because SARS didn't spread. They actually managed to contain SARS. Well, until now. Maybe odds this works. Okay. So the edit distance is that. There's like nice No, you can't. I don't know. I mean, the thing about the news is idiots, like, no matter what, right? Like, there's a thing. As soon as you learn, like, if you know something about any field, you read the articles. This is the name for this. If you read the articles in that field, and you're like, wow, journalists are idiots. And then you read, like, an article about politics, and you're like, wow, this journalist is really intelligent. But the truth is, they're all idiots. Like, the journalists have no idea at all what they're talking about, and that's why, you shouldn't read the news. It's literally just, yeah, Gelman amnesia, is that it? Okay, all right, sorry. I shouldn't really hate on all journalism, period. Journalism's uncovered some great things. Usually longform.org is a bit better. Sometimes they just write good stories too, right? Like, there's definitely value in, like, when someone writes like a 10-page story, like, I signed up for corporate corrections as a prison guard, and here's what I discovered. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting, right? So I'm not talking about that as news. I'm talking about anything. If it ever says breaking news, it's a scam. Well, let's just call it SARS v2. I mean, this just seems great. I've seen Naked and Afraid. I mean, look, you have to know that it's an ad for Naked and Afraid, but like... Oh, wait, was it Gelman Amnesia? Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. Oh, but Pakistan. Oh, they know about Pakistan. All right. I think it's bedtime. If y'all want to come back tomorrow, I think we're going to do some more coronavirus science tomorrow. And we're going to be a little more strict on the, yup. No, guys. No, we're going to be more strict on the moderating the chat. I don't give a shit what you call it. It's stupid. Are we 3D printing tomorrow? Maybe. You think we're going to solve it? You think we're going to crack it? MuteRx, yeah, you can be a mod. Congrats. Onishi, I don't know. MuteRx linked good stuff, and that's why he gets to be a mod. 550 people, time to stop streaming. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Look, I'm not trying to subscribe, and I'm more likely to stream. All right, will you do? You want to do Q&A now? What Q&A do you want? What Q&A? We'll do 3 minutes of Q&A. What's my schedule? I don't have a streaming schedule because the second you have a schedule, streaming owns you and you don't own streaming. Did you figure anything out today? Yeah, I learned so much shit, man. I learned that the coronavirus is just SARS. Like, how much did my stock prices drop? Only because you're a subscriber. I mean, like, you know, I lost a lot of money. Can you explain the Gelman amnesia effect? Google it. Basically, journalists are morons. Yeah, I discovered how great. That's true. Opinion of Martin Shkreli. You know, people always ask me shit like that. I think that we should hang out and smoke some weed and listen to the Carter 5. The oil thing, I don't know. It's some vague thing between OPEC and Russia. You're trying to learn coding. I don't know, man. Do a you can't like imagine you came on here and said, I'm trying to learn Spanish. What should I do? I don't know. Go to fucking Spain or Argentina or something and just talk to people. You want to code? Like, you know, go somewhere where people are well, I shouldn't say this. Don't talk to people. Just code. Go somewhere where there's code and talk to code. AWS is giving $20 million for corona research? Can I get money? I'm doing corona research. Oh, I gotta make an organization. Never mind, that's too much effort. Someone said D is for December. Do I actually believe we're in a simulation? Yeah, probably. Use SageMaker. What's SageMaker? Is this some bio shit? Oh, we only do bio now. We do bio. I don't know about this. This looks stupid. You guys hiring at comma.ai? Yes. If you want a job at comma.ai, this is the one time we're going to shill for it. Go to comma.ai and click We're Hiring. And we have a whole list of jobs for you guys. Do I think that I could beat you at Smash Bros? Smash Bros 64, I'll bet $100 that I beat you. When will this be over? I don't fucking know, man. Ask a journalist. They'll lie to you. Hackathon was great. If you're not a software engineer, can you get a job at comma? No. Is money everything that matters in this life? No. Is money everything that matters in this life? No. You gotta get money and fuck bitches. It's both of those things. What the hell's a computer engineer? Learn to code. We have a new programming challenge now. If you get past our phone screen, I did the programming challenge today. I did the programming challenge today. It's on HackerRank. It's a lot of fun. Is degree matter? I don't care if you have a degree, man. If you pass our challenge and manage to get through talking to me by 20 minutes and not saying anything stupid, you're good. What's a data engineer? Can you code, bro? You like the old programming challenge? I like the old one. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people got hired based on the speed programming challenge. That's good. Good books on finding exploits. I don't. You think you learn that shit from books, man? Just go find exploits. Yes. openpilot. No, we're not. Okay, we're not. We're done talking about comma. Yeah, of course. Is openpilot development still happening? I don't know. Let's go take a look. It's all open source now. Let's see. Oh, well, okay, I guess, I mean, no one did anything today because it's Saturday, but, like, did people do commits yesterday? Oh, yeah, look at all those commits. Yeah, wow, it's a lot of commits. Oh, cool, all right. What do you think about Facebook AR? You mean Oculus? They're right. I hear all the good people left. When Augur 2.0? What do you think I know about that? Go at Augur and ask him that. Why not use Twitter more? Twitter sucks. It's the news. Social media figured out how to make you as stupid as a journalist. Is econ a real field to enter? No. What is it? How's the not? I've been chewing way less ice. I've been reducing my ice chewing. Social media is a real virus to be eliminated. That's right. Let's mutate coronavirus to take out social media. Well, I don't have a quant fund because I don't care about money. Opinion of physics? Physics is cool. I like physics. What are my thoughts on MBAs? Is MBA and MLM? Is that like you get MBAs and then you convince other people to get MBAs and then, you know... Journalists are stupid just so... How frequently you smoke weed? Day 4 of quarantine. How real is the Dunning-Kruger effect? Which one's that again? My social distancing? Well, now that I know it's SARS, maybe I should start. Yeah, no, see... Oh, no, yeah, I know this one. I mean, like, I know I'm an idiot, man. Especially when it comes to this. There's some things I'm good at. Like, about, like, hacking. No, I was good at hacking 5 years ago. Now, I'm actually legitimately good at self-driving cars. If you want to know things about self-driving cars, I know a lot about self-driving cars. If you want to know things about bio, I don't know shit. Yo, I can't talk to you about PS3 CFWs. No, actually, there's no more court system. Did I go to college? I've been to a college, yeah. I'm not tired. I think I'm going to lie in bed and read about coronavirus, but I'm going to read kind of quietly. You don't have any skill set on the comma.ai We Are Hiring page, then why the hell would I hire you? No, we're not hiring remote developers. When's Elon going to buy it? We're not selling to Elon. Do any nootropics? No. Do you have the coronavirus? No. How long did you go to college? I don't know. I've been there about a few times. How do we hack the simulation? Well, if we can't even figure out how to hack coronavirus, I think the simulation's going to have to wait. What's my favorite fantasy series? I don't know. I thought Lord of the Rings sucked. I enjoyed Aragon and Eldest. I read those books back in the day. Stereo vision is as good as LiDAR. One camera's better than LiDAR. Do you hire interns? Yes. Computer science majors? Sure, but you got to know how to code. About a few times. How many cups of coffee? I don't know. Why were you employed at Facebook? I don't know, to do things. I worked on a secret project. No remote, no. What's my favorite sex position? Missionary. It's the classic for a reason. Do I like Pornhub? Yeah, I like Pornhub. Yeah. Can you program the cure for Corona? We're going to try. Come back tomorrow. Where did I learn how to do what I do? Right in front of you. Futex or Mutex. Oh, man, I know about them Futex exploits. Wow, I can't read any faster. I can't read all this. Where is Alex? She's not here anymore. She's not here. She's gone. What do I do in the time being? I don't know. Inoculation is probably the smartest route. Yeah, maybe. Do you accept computers? I don't know. Underboob or side boob? Important question. Side boob? What's underboob? What happened to my Saint Laurent hoodie? I got this new hoodie. Alex got it for me, actually. We miss Alex. How many people working at comma? 3,000. You just do things. Don't ever mention mayonnaise in here again. It's disgusting. P2P versus cloud. P2P all the way, bro. Decentralized 2020. Yeah, I've been washing my hands better. I don't know. I don't follow that anymore. Aioli, it's all shit, man. Aioli is just the Molly of mayo, you know? Yeah, I don't understand. You know, when I say things like that, who gets that? Like, who gets that? When I say aioli is the Molly of mayo, I don't know. Currently hiring interns. Yes, we'll hire interns. You must be very good. If you're asking me that question, I question, but maybe you're very good. And then give me a job at comma.ai. Ban mute RX. Why am I banning mute RX? Wait, did you time out a subscriber? Mute RX. You can't time out the subscribers. You have to be nice to the subscribers. All right. The mods are running wild. Are they? Is MuteRx a shitty mod? Should we get rid of him? Should we unmod MuteRx? Let him stay. All right. Let him stay. All right. We like him. All right. We like him. All right. He's cool. All right. You didn't. All right. Too much power for one man. Mod me instead. I don't know you. Who else wants mod? Wherever Meth Head Mike is, who linked to the RNA transcriptase thing, he could be a mod. What's slow room? Mod the entire chat? No. Who are you people? Meth Head Mike. Congratulations. You're a mod. I trust you. All right. We don't ask about the keyboards. Yeah. You'll sub for mod. All right. You guys can sub, and then maybe I'll make you a mod. I'll think about it. What's a good coder, man? No, you gotta link. If you contribute positively to the chat, you get to be a mod. Who's redeemed? No, being good at hacker rank is definitely not overrated. Have you ever been pegged? No. What do you get if you contribute negatively? A ban! Banned! Add 5K as a subscriber. Is comma.ai a unicorn? Who said if I say we're worth $1 billion, are we worth $1 billion? I can't type that fast. Comma.ai get another point network. I don't know. You're done with the elitism, man. Elitism's everywhere. That's right. That's right. Bernie Sanders lost, and it's a terrible tragedy. It's a terrible tragedy, and he should stand up and fight. Is comma.ai a pony scheme? Yo, on a pony? Rip Bernie, I know. Ever dealt with imposter syndrome? That sounds like something bitches get. Have you opened your third eye? Yo, Alex got me this book about color meditation, and I've been trying to do it, man. But it's really hard. It's the latest with Backspace. I haven't really been working on Backspace. It's been on hold. Whose house you in? I don't know. Like some company built it. I paid them a bit of money and live here. Sous vide. Yeah, we learned about that this stream. Yeah. What? Together, Alex and I are still friends. Yes. Oh no, we're not. Well, we cooked today. We cooked some chicken fingers. No, I'm not married. Let you get mod. No. Challenge you on typewriter. You'll probably beat me. I can't type that fast. Should we live stream an IQ test? I don't know what my IQ is. Do you have an addiction to learning, man? I don't know. You'll get mod if you know. You'll get mod if you contribute positively to the channel, and asking for mod is not contributing positively to the channel. Oh, Kaggle has a COVID forecast challenge. Yeah, I saw that, but it looked stupid. It looked like I mean, like, what is it? Like, I don't really know how is it evaluated? Huh. Predict basically the countries. I see. Here's a coronavirus link. So. This is cool. I have to look into more about how this works. Maybe we'll look into it tomorrow. What tool is this? Oh. Startup looks a little scammy, but let's look a little more before we say that. Equip your business for AI independence. Yeah, it seems scammy. Where is this in FDA trials? Right next to, what is this YouTube video? Wait, right next to, did you recommend the, wait, what is, this is some fear-mongering shit. Oh, it's actually kind of cool. Let's just look at the final graph. Nah, that's some fear-mongering shit. It was kind of a sick beat, though. Huh. I mean, it's interesting. It's a relatively small molecule. Viral RNA polymerase. Wait, so it's RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. This link's wrong. And evades proofreading. Yeah, this is smart. Because there's no reason bodies, humans don't do this. Humans don't replicate RNA from an RNA template. Delayed chain termination. Yeah, instead of binding to ATP, it binds to this shit. Can I buy this? I mean, the whole synthesis is right here. Come on, they're buying fentanyl from China. Can I buy this? How are all those people buying fentanyl from China and I can't buy Remdesivir? Lookchem.com. It's just like yeah, where can I buy like research chemicals and stuff? Like, is there any place I could just like paste in a seems like a scam. What? Never heard of Cybersyn. This seems so stupid. Oh, no wonder. No. I'm not looking. I mean, I should be able to, like, can I get this thing synthesized? All right, it's Bud Light o'clock. Delicious. I'm gonna drink a Bud Light. I'm gonna watch some television. Aaron Treywick? No, what? I'm not doing fucking research chemicals. Wait, what? No, this guy's an idiot and OD'd on ketamine. What's the ketamine, you know what I'm saying though? Like effective dose to lethal dose? I don't know. I'm on a list now for Googling what? No, I don't think he got murdered. I think he took ketamine, passed out in a float pod, and drowned. I don't know the guy, but I know people like that. I think he's an idiot. I think the real tragedy is the other guy. Yeah, the guy who killed himself. No, I know. Look, I know people personally who've used CRISPR, like who've CRISPR'd themselves. Like, you can do it. No, I don't have any corona. No corona here. Oh, custom synthesis. Yeah. But I'm sure if I go to Sigma Aldrich, they're going to be like, that's patented. What's a smile string? It's like computer. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you don't have to learn all that IUPAC naming conventions anymore. I mean, yeah, there's some cool people in this space. The IOPAC over Smiles? With Smiles in some weird, yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, like, people with dyed hair and piercings I take less seriously. If he made his hair that color with CRISPR, all right, that's cool. CRISPR'd themselves. You know, modify their DNA with CRISPR. I'm just saying, if I have some remdesivir. No, I guess people who are gonna die are like, you know. Huh. The trials, however, established its safety profile. Monoclonal antibodies, these are the new, like, scam, super expensive things. Like, this is just some chemical. It's easy to make. I mean, I'm sure that's easy for... Like, that, someone could probably do that. Like, you know. Some, like, Orgo grad student could probably do it. Ooh, Medchem Express for Simdavir. Ooh, can I buy it? Whoa. Huh. All right, let's look up the dosing. Research chemicals, man. Which is phase 3? I should know this. 200 milligram. Oh, this looks expensive. Oh my god! And they're already selling it. Wait, what else can you buy on Medchem Express? Oh my god, these people are capitalizing on it. They can get a free sample. Wow. I love capitalism, man. I wish it was all unregulated, you know? People would figure out mad fast. Never let a good crisis go to waste. MedCam Express. No, if this was all unregulated, people would figure out mad fast what works. I've seen this and I question it. Yeah, no, I read this paper last night. I don't know. War on drugs and there's no regulation. Yeah, no, you can buy some crazy shit, man. You can go on our research chemicals. Yeah, I got stocks and I'm upset that I do. I should have sold them all a month ago like that congressman. What's Nancy Ping? Smiles database and supporting info. Oh, you need to administer by IV. Yeah, that's not that big a deal. If every junkie on the street can do that, you know. You ever shot yourself up with something? Nah, actually, I never have. Can't be that hard. What, you think that MedChem Express is a front? No, I don't think so. Let's see who these people are. You want to call them? Local distributor. Statement on false report. Selic Chemicals is trying to defame MedChem Express. Oh, these people get cited. This has to be pretty legit. Can I buy it from them? Oh, Remdesivir is new. Ooh. Oh, it's very expensive. Hydroxychloroquine, I don't know. Let's see what it is and how it's supposed to work. What does it do? Interesting. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's targeting the virus. Yeah, check Trump's Twitter. Yeah, that's the place where I don't know. Is this the kind of medical? Is this medical advice that? Adrenochrome is the real drug. Yeah, I've seen adrenochrome is like isn't this some like I've seen this like you would just inject adrenochrome and then you become like Wolverine. Oh no, it was in Fear and Loathing. Yeah, it seems like it makes your immune system exactly like it's targeting a very different thing. It's not targeting the virus. I'm not. Am I serious about getting it synthesized? Not really, but cool. This is all, none of this is things we're actually gonna do, guys. It's just interesting, But you could. They're all treatments. I mean, the difference. So this looks like it helps you if it's progressed a bit. But this, yeah. I don't know. Looks like news. Nucleotide analog. Copyrighted drugs, Jenny's of life. mRNA vaccines. How is this going to work? No, the synthesis is actually on the website, on the Wikipedia page. I mean, this guy in high school was great at this stuff. Yeah. ACO2 is, I don't even know what AC is. Is AC an element? It's not an element, is it? The fuck? It's an element? Has anyone ever heard of this thing before? I just need to get some actinium. Is it radioactive? Is it? I don't think that's what AC means there. Song number 69. 89, you're close. Yeah, is this if I want to make an arc reactor, do I need some actinium? Oh, that's acidic anhydride. And that's what ACO2? Oh. Yeah, see, there we go. Waffle Ninja 100. Waffle Ninja 100 knows what's up. This looks like something you can buy. DSMO, what? Dimethyl sulfuric oxide. Something. I've seen that. That shit's in like wiper fluid. If you had Cybersyn. Is this the thing you linked to before that I looked at briefly and some like Chilean socialist shit? Alright. Chilean socialist shit, banned. You're a biochemist at Stanford. Oh, cool. Waffle Ninja 100, congratulations. You're also a mod. Provide useful information. You get to be a mod. Yeah, I heard Stanford's not giving any money back and they canceled all the classes. hanging out, learning chemistry. I know 3 minutes is over. Well, we just started learning, you know. Once you start learning, you can't stop. We learned about acidic anhydride. We learned about some places you could buy Remdesivir, but it's very, very expensive. You can't stop playing WoW. Wow, you know, I remember that 15 years ago. I had a level 60. And then I sold the account on eBay and I made money and I was like sick. Is WoW still going? What's Azurite? I mean, like, what's the WoW story now? Is it still the Alliance and the Horde? Reddit for research. How do you find researchers and investors? Oh yeah, you can make cash selling those things. Yeah, Brock Pierce's WoW Gold Empire. That's how he started. Coronavirus Tech Handbook, Tech Communities. Check that. Let's see what we got. That's sketchy. Man, a lot of people are going to try to monetize the shit out of this. You making your employees work remote? I don't have employees. Comma's a collective workplace. I didn't board up the door. What do I think about the next gen consoles? I know like nothing about them. Let's see what they are. PS5 versus Xbox, whatever. Xbox X. Let's take a look. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious which one's better. They really went all in on AMD. Get fucked, NVIDIA. That's what you get for postponing Ampere. Wow, that's sick. Is this Big Navi? I know AMD people are hyped on Big Navi. Oh yeah, it's RDNA too. Okay, so they're both gonna have Big Navi cards. Wow, that's crazy. Now, but you see, the card that we really want is NVIDIA Ampere, and they just postponed it due to coronavirus. Well, also because NVIDIA sucks, and they're like, oh, we already have the top video card, so why should we release the new one? What's Stadia? Oh, it's made by Google. Yeah, I know. It's not profitable to release it. And this is, okay, all right. Now we need to bring the socialism. We need a planned economy for GPUs. We need a planned economy for Moore's Law. We're going to socialize GPU production so we can make sure that we continue to get new GPUs. Do I think the money printing is right? I don't know. Okay, look, I really actually don't think it matters at all. Basically, here's the scam. They print money and they give it to rich people. But rich people already have all the money anyway, so like, it's all the same. Let's get NVIDIA to make good Linux drivers. Why don't they open source their drivers? Your Facebook ethics question? Have you ever heard my opinion on ethics? It's not very high. Whenever people talk about ethics, it's usually just a way to control other people. If money printing is a thing, why do we need taxation? Because, why else would the money be worth anything, right? The only reason the money's worth anything is because taxes need to be paid in the money. And if you don't have enough of the money to pay the taxes, they show up with the M16s. Ethics exists because people have feelings. Comma's policy on the trolley problem is we disengage. That's a human dilemma. They're overnight loans. Yeah, I think that, I don't know. I hope they're loans and they're probably scamming people and yeah. But, Boeing needs to fail, yeah. No, Boeing doesn't need to fail. What needs to happen is you just need to decap the whole organization. Everybody who's you have engineers and then you have managers. And then everybody above that at Boeing is fired. Oh, yo, when's GTA 6 coming out? Alright, we don't know anything about it, really. Yes, and stock buybacks should be illegal. How are stock buybacks legal? What's Cyberpunk 2077? Is this a game? I don't follow games that much. I don't know. Wait, is it going to require a 1080 Ti? Oh no, this is where they ran the demo on. That's not bad. It'll be the game of the decade? Maybe. Whoa, it uses an engine that's not Unreal or Unity? Well, it's going to come out on Stadia. Lying dog-based pony soldier. Yo! I can't believe... I can't... Joe Biden has dementia. Just, when you go home at night and you tell your kids to not play the record player so loudly... You gotta make sure that when you're dealing with domestic violence, you just gotta punch it, man. You gotta punch the violence. Yeah. It's my favorite game of all time. Super Smash Bros. 64. Nah, man. Nah, Yang was our one true hope. He was gonna give me free money. I love free money. But no, we couldn't have the free money. They had to say no to free money. No, I haven't played League of Legends in forever. Check Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Check Twitter. Yang's coming back. They're gonna get their act together and they're gonna pick Yang Gabbard. Yo, Yang Gabbard. No, that'd be the ticket. Kanye. I don't know, man. I didn't like Kanye's new album that much. But I did hear Cameron is a Russian spy. I can't believe anybody listens to Hillary Clinton anymore. Is subs money actually useful to you, or you do this for fun? I mean, everyone appreciates more money. Look, I bought myself an iPhone 11 Pro Max with your subs money. Can I upload the Corona code? Yeah. I don't know where. I'll upload it tomorrow if it becomes good. Hackathon seems fun. Was anybody allowed to participate? You had to apply. What's my computer spec? That. Take any supplements? No. Coffee. Am I interested in being a guest? Probably not. I don't know. I'm kind of like, if it's like good. Look, like I did Lex Friedman because like I listened to Lex Friedman. Am I rich? Well, I was a lot more rich before the coronavirus. What is too much coffee? Don't have more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. Have you ever spoken to or met Elon? Yeah. Yeah, zinc and vitamin C are these things you hear a lot. Lex is getting good, yeah. What's my investment advice? I don't know, man. Wait for the markets to go back up. You take Adderall? Not much anymore. Almost never. You guys leverage CUDA? Use TensorFlow, man. Which kind of sucks. We should switch to PyTorch. Where is Joe Biden? That's a great question. No, I don't know. Everyone should buy vitamin D3. No, we're not really. No, Joe Biden. We're not. The poor guy, man. The poor guy. Let's not make fun of Joe Biden. It's not. I'm. You know, what are the markets saying? I can't believe. I can't believe. I can't believe anyone thinks he's gonna win. I mean, like, maybe, you know, Trump won, so. Do I think Elon's attitude toward the virus is good? Does he know that it's SARS? We learned it's SARS tonight. What's C4 forever? I don't know. What's your favorite news source? I don't read the news. It's 50-50. You know, it's always 50-50, though. What should I do to go to space? Well, you know, get a job at SpaceX, being a janitor, and then before the rocket launches, climb inside. Are you against video games? No. What do you mean against? Can work at Rocket Lab? What's Rocket Lab? Oh, I know about this. Yeah. What's the launch vehicle? Electron rocket. And these things have made it into orbit. Huh. I'm not that up to date on space news, I guess. What's the engine? Oh, Rutherford engines. Electric pump fed. Whoa. Unlocks an RP1. Same as a Falcon. Whoa. It's got to be a lot simpler. That's cool. Why? And then this is for turbo. Wow. Well, it looks so simple. One for the fuel and one for the oxidizer. Generatively cooled? Oh, so this isn't to warm up the propellant, this is to cool the engine. Huh. Very cool. Yeah, cool the nozzle. Why do you want to cool the nozzle? Like, what does it matter? I know it gets hot, it'll melt. Can I make it out of like tungsten or some shit? I'm making it out of tungsten, man. What's at georgehotz.com? Do I own that site? Oh, it's some like Chinese scam. Whoa! How about launching a payload? I don't know. What do we want to send to space? How much? Are these people hiring? This seems like a sick place to work. Where are they based? I don't know. You lost me at like culture engineering. How much is like a little satellite? What if I want to put a little satellite into space? You wish Comma has a lame website that talks about our shared values? Boo! Cultural engineering sucks! What would I use that satellite for? I don't know, spy on the Russians? What'd they do with Sputnik? Oh, $2,200 per pound. Yo, that's like the same cost as it. Let's put coronavirus in space. SpaceX will do small sats too? How do they make sure my satellite doesn't mess up everyone else's satellites? What? SSO? No. Sun synchronous orbit. Go into low Earth orbit. 1 kilogram. $1 million? Can't afford that. Huh. It's a ride share for space. Wow, $1 million. Did they check it for people? Who wants to go to space? Only 75 kilograms. Watch this amazing video. What is it? What is it?
We have the raw 9-pound material that we use. Now these have been in there at 2,200 degrees for hours. Stuff that are glowing molten in the middle. So they were.
It's a scam. They put an LED in there. All right, guys. We're gonna see how many subscribers we got. If we got a lot of subscribers, we're gonna stream again tomorrow. If we didn't get a lot of subscribers, fuck, I'm never streaming again. That's right. Imagine eating a whole in a butcher. All right, thank you. I'm glad you all liked it. Yeah, you want to go get some Coronas? All right. Have a good night, everybody.